Okay, class. Today, we're going to do a Bible story. And no, it's not the story of Adam and Eve. It's the story of Adam and Eve. Okay, get your pencils ready. In the beginning, God made the world. He made the mountains and the valleys, the trees and the flowers, the birds and the bees. And finally, He made Adam. Now, Adam needed a helper, so God made Eve. Then they lived in this amazing place called the Garden of Eden, and they had lots of fun. They played with the animals, they swam in the river, and they could eat from any of the trees. But there was one rule: they could uneat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God said if they ate from that tree, they would become like Him, knowing good from evil, and they would have to leave the garden. And Adam and Eve were like, okay, cool. But then, one day, the serpent slithered up to Eve, and he was like, hey, why don't you eat from that tree over there? The one that God told you not to eat from. Yeah, go ahead and eat from that tree. And Eve was like, no way. God said, we're not allowed to eat from that tree. If we do, we'll have to leave the garden. And the serpent was like, come on, Eve. Don't be a chicken. Eat from the tree. It'll be fun. And besides, God isn't even here right now. He's at the mall getting some milk. So just eat from the tree. I dare you. So Eve thought to herself, maybe God won't be mad if I just eat a little tiny bite. So she picked an apple from the tree and ate it. And you know what? It tasted really good. Then she gave some to Adam, and he ate it too, and they both felt really bad. They knew they had disobeyed God, and they started to feel a little scared. Suddenly, they heard God's voice. He was calling out, Adam, where are you? And they were like, oh no, He knows. He knows we ate from the tree. So Adam and Eve started to run. They ran as fast as they could, and they hid behind a tree. When God found them, He was super disappointed. He asked them why they disobeyed Him, and they just felt really bad. God told Adam that because he listened to his wife instead of God, he would have to work the rest of his life. And God told Eve that because she ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, she would have pain when she gave birth. Then God kicked them out of the garden so they would uneat from the tree of life and become immortal. And that's why we have to die. Okay, class, that's the story of Adam and Eve. And remember, don't eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or you'll have to leave the garden. Okay, class, it's story time. And today, I'll be reading from the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. Thus the heavens and the earth were made, and all the host of them. And on the seventh day God ended His work which He had done, and He rested on the seventh day from all His work which he had done. Then God blessed the seventh day, and hallowed it, making it a holy day, because that in it he had rested from all his work which he had done in creation. Okay, class, before we get started, I need you to take your fishbowl and put it over your head like a helmet. Now I am gone, read the next part of the story. And whenever I say the word rest, you're gonna gently shake your fishbowl. And on the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good. And God separated the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God said, "Let the waters which are under the firmament flow together into one place from under the earth." And it was so. And God called it sea, and the dry land appeared. And God saw that it was good. And on the third day God said, "Let there be dry land, let it bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth." And it was so. The earth brought forth grass, the herb yielding seed according to its kind, and the tree yielding fruit, whose seed was in itself according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and everything that moves on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. God blessed them. And God said to them, "Be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heavens, and everything that moves on the earth." Then the serpent, being more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord had made, he said unto the woman, "Yea, hath God indeed said, in the image of God he created him, male and female he created them.